Hey guys, Ali from Alta Racks. Hope you have an awesome day. What are we, like end of April almost? You know, we're riding and skiing at the same time, so we got that shoulder season. It's like a mullet. Anyway, we wanted to do some crazy testing today. Today is a destructive test day. It's kind of Dan and I's favorite day, you know, because we get to break things. We wanted to talk about the baskets specifically. If you want to bring the camera here and I can explain it. Our baskets are designed with crumple zones built into them. So what does that mean? It means if you're ever running bikes and you go through an indoor garage or anything like that, where you catch a roof line going into your own garage, these baskets are gonna collapse and save your rims potentially. And that has happened multiple times. We just don't save those pictures, which we're gonna do. But we needed something to show you, so here it is. It's basically like, so if you bend these baskets, it's got to be so much force that is like 3 to 4 to 5 times or even 6 or 7 times greater than the bike's weight itself to crank this down. It's not easily bent. I am putting all my weight on it and it's barely bending. So what we're gonna do instead, we're gonna put Dan on it to show you how we can do that. So we're going to switch phones and we're going to introduce Dan and kind of embarrass him, ask him his weight is, you know, because, you know, we don't like to talk about our weight.
I weigh about 320.
Okay, we're over 300 pounds. So the typical bike would be what? Like, you know, like, let's say 40-pound bike, downhill bike that is non-e-bike. You know, that's considered a heavy bike. And like, so at 300 pounds, so, you know, like 180, I couldn't really bend that. I mean, if I start yanking on it dynamically, but, so Dan is gonna basically, I'm gonna get on this side so you can see what's happening with the basket and where it's gonna collapse. So he's gonna come down and you can see it cranking, yep, and it's gonna bend that right there at the joint where you could see it. But this just basically, you know, hopefully by this point you have heard the clunk and hit the roof line and you stopped, but that's basically coming back to save your rim. This is how the basket's bent. Still intact, still fully solid. It is holding the wheel, but it is clearly bent. And let's go and, you know, just for the fun of it, keep bending it. Why not? You know, we got a lot of frustration today. You know, things weren't working, not everything's straight. So yeah, there you go. That should give him some more satisfaction there. So now we are like full collapse now. I don't think you could get a tire in here if you wanted to. Yeah, this is done.
Maybe a street
and this
bike.
is on the E-Quattro too, so it's not very balanced bike. This is kind of on the corner, but we still, like, it's not strapped in, nothing. It's just a rack. So if you ever see this happening on your rack, there is a major problem. There's something else is going on that is causing this to happen. These forces back here, you're putting 300 pounds of force on your bike to be able to bend. The same thing with the low bar. These low bars are designed to collapse in to save your rim if you ever get rear-ended. So if you ever see this, I would start looking at what's causing that whipping or that force. It's usually a not correctly rated receiver that's flexing under your vehicle and is creating whipping points, or the strapping is not correct, or the rack is loose somewhere. But these baskets just don't bend by themselves. They are designed to collapse because of the crumple zones. But if they bend while you're just driving normally, something is majorly wrong and it needs to be addressed, because you are eventually going to damage your bike. Hope you're having a good day. Dan's holding the phone. It's April 25th. Have a great day, y'all.